What's up, y'all? Making sure I do these authentic verifications with a little bit more detail now that we're at 500 subscribers. Thank you guys. Congratulations to whoever's going to win that big gift for getting to 500. What I'm going to do is going through a couple of different things instead of just going directly into the UPCs. But we have a lot to get into. So let's get into it and I'll shut up. The Air Jordan 3 Retro, right? This one was labeled the Katrina, but it's the Hall of Fame shoe. What happened with the Katrina or with the Hall of Fame shoe is, let's read it in detail. Basically, this shoe was made as a player edition for, Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson, yeah. And it went on to be auctioned in Nike's community relief auction for Hurricane Katrina. Now, the interesting thing is we like to talk about what we were doing at that time because it was such a tragedy. I had just hosted a basketball camp in New Orleans, and it was about 40 guys. And those 40 guys, Lawrence Gilbert, Spencer Davis, a lot of the guys went to Higgins, and a lot of the guys they lived in Marrero. I came in, I did the camp at Higgins, and Coach Joseph, who ran one of the AAU teams down there, helped me with that. And we sent all 40 of those guys to college right before the hurricane hit. When they moved out, some of them were underclassmen. When they moved out and went to Houston and different places, we even placed all of those guys. So Ludovic, who went on to Lafayette, Lawrence went on to the University of Miami. We had about 4 or 5 different Division I guys. We had a lot of Division II guys that came out of that. So I remember this shoe specifically, even though I was running Show Shop, which was my shoe company at the time. I was running that, and I just remember that time, and I felt like, you know what, I was supposed to have been there at that time to do the basketball camp, and it was an amazing feeling. All right, so that's the backstory. So we'll get from the backstory, and we'll go to houseofkicks.com. And houseofkicks.com, if you guys don't know, is my partner in AHN. So when you look at AHN, it's Art Times House of Kicks Network. Now, he does real versus fake video. So you can go and watch the video, and he gives you all of this different feedback for you noticing what's wrong with the shoe. So make sure you guys go to the site. I'll put it in the description. I'll put a link in the description so you can go check out his real versus fake. So now let's get to the authentic verification for the Air Jordan 3 Hall of Fame. Feels weird for me to say Katrina. I really don't want to say that. And we got a lot of different sizes. So what I'm going to do is turn around and read the UPCs to you, and you're going to have to look at yours to make sure your UPCs match up. All right? Is that cool? I hope so. You can't really respond. All right. So here we go. Size 8. The UPC code for the size 8 is 883-212-944-924, and there's a 14 at the end. The UPC for the size 9.5 is 883-212, and I can pretty much do the first 6 all the way down all of the shoes because it will be 883-212 for the first 6 on every size in a full size run. That won't change. The first 6 won't change. So it'll be 883-212, 883-212, 883-212, all the way down. Now, on the 9.5, we go 945-068. So your 9.5 should be 945-068 with a 14 at the end. The size 10.5, 947-413. All right. So the size 11.5, 947-444. Jay-Z. Boom. Size 12, 947-451 with a 14 at the end. Now notice the 14 hasn't changed either. All right. Size 13, 947-475. And then the size 14 is 947-482. So we have 482. Let's look at one of these first. Pull this size 8 down here from the top. Open that up, and I'm going to look for stamps. And we did have a stamp inside of one of the other boxes, which was all red on the inside. But typically the Jordan boxes that are colored like this on the inside, they don't have the stamps for QC checking. But I'm going to take the box and take the shoes out. Right? I'm going to take the shoes out real quick just to make sure you guys notice the elephant print on the paper. Jordan 3 always has this elephant print paper. You remember a few years ago they used to put the the card on the inside of the Jordan 3. They haven't been doing that lately, and I guess it's just a saving or an expense thing. But the inside of the box does not have a stamp either. So we can't verify our QC stamp with our production date, but I'm still going to give you the production date on this size 8 so we can look at it. Now, of course, on other shoes, that'll change, but we don't have as much time to go through all of those. So I'll jump in here first, move this up so you can get a good look at it. All right. And read those dates to you guys that didn't want to read that. 12/06/17 to 01/05/18. And the small code at the top is LNM. And you have your UPC code at the bottom. So you're good to go. Now, let's take the shoe and do a 360. And we're going to wrap it up, because I got to get all of these out of here. And then I got another 20 over there that I have to get out of here. I just made sure I pulled the sizes that I had to give you guys the UPC codes. But let's get into it. Here is the toe. Move that over, make sure we're in the picture. There's the toe box. There is the top. Make sure that's all in the picture. That's the top. Left, lateral. Right, lateral. Left, medial. Right, medial. Outsole. Pull that back, flip that around. And I'm going to move this up as close as possible, because we know that if people are doing real versus fake comparisons, they're always going to give you a really good look at the back of the shoe. So there's the back of the shoe. We're still in focus. We're good. I'm going to move this one up close so you can see the interior of the shoe. We got our hang tag. Make sure you notice that it has a little bit of a bend to it. Got our hang tag. And really, that's it. I'm trying to make sure there's no cues on here that you need to look at, because sometimes you'll have a widow's peak on the toe box at the front, but these do not have that. So that is it for this video. Let's flip this down, make sure we didn't miss anything underneath the back. We didn't. We're good. It's just perforated around the collar, and around the instep here is perforated. The tongue is perforated. And the rest of the shoe is leather. The Jordan 3 is a classic, man. It's just a beautiful shoe. Love it. It doesn't tend to do very well a lot of the times in resale anymore, but that's good. That means that everybody should have a chance to get a pair of these. They're in the stores. A lot of people didn't pick up their reserve, so you should be able to get a pair. Hopefully you do, because you should add it to your collection, man. It's a dope shoe. See you guys on the next one. That's it. Wrapping it up. Peace.